all for coming to this press conference to announce the FHSAA softball finals are coming to Vero Beach Sports Village in the city of Vero Beach and Indian River County. We're excited to have the finals coming here. I'm going to have Peter O'Brien say a few words, who is County Commissioner.
Thank you. First, I'd like to welcome everybody here to Vero Beach Sports Village, and you can see in the background Holman Stadium behind me, and so we're excited to be bringing more baseball and softball events here to the sports complex. And I want to speak a little bit just on kind of how important this is to the entire community. And a lot of folks, a lot of organizations had to work together to make this happen. We have the Treasure Coast Sports Commission, obviously, which was a big player in getting this secured for the county. We have the City of Vero Beach, Sebastian River High School, the county, and of course the Florida High School Athletic Association, and our friends here at Vero Beach Sports Village. Everybody pulled together, and even our hotel folks. You know, we have the Marriott here and Best Western, and they all had to kind of say, yeah, we want to make this happen, and we're going to do things to make it come here to Indian River County. And, you know, Tom said the girls softball finals, and I don't think everybody really knows what that means. But what it means is 32 teams. There's 8 divisions in Florida girls softball. All 8 finals will be played here at the new quad fields at Vero Beach Sports Village. So that's 32 teams will be coming to our community. There'll be 32 teams, 600 players, coaches, and a lot of families will be coming here to see Indian River County, to see what we have to offer. And so this is going to be a great opportunity for us to showcase what a wonderful community we have here, the quality of life we have, the kind of a family-friendly destination we are. And the other thing is it's a 3-year contract. So not only will it be next spring, but the following 2 as well. So we're really looking forward to this. Want to thank all of the partners that have worked real hard to make this happen. And we're just looking forward to using those new fields and getting the girls out there playing some softball. So thank you all.
Thank you, Peter. And again, to Peter's left, I just want to introduce some of the people that helped make this happen. The County Administrator, Joe Baird. Thank you, Joe, for all your support. To his left at the end is Michael Zito, the Assistant County Administrator, who's been very influential and very important to us when it comes to negotiating contracts like this. We receive our funding from the bed tax, and the county is the one that enforces that, and Michael and Joe have been very supportive of us, along with the County Commission. We thank them very much.
Well, thank you, Greg. Thank you.
And what I'd like to do at this time is this couldn't happen without the school district being involved, and Sebastian River High School is going to be the host school, and I'd like to introduce Michael Stutzky, who's the AD, and also he is the Vice President of the Treasure Coast Sports Commission.
Thanks. Thank you, Tom. I think anytime you can bring organizations together with a common good, a common goal, a common cause, and get something as positive as this event is, it just shows that what partnering really is all about. The School District of Indian River County is obviously very proud to be part of this event for the next 3 years, and Sebastian River High School is a host school. But it is about our youth, and that's our future, and I think we all can agree that what young people get out of organized sport is extremely important. To have state championship caliber play in Indian River County is great. To utilize an outstanding facility such as Vero Beach Sports Village and the overall partnering in general is just win-win. And the fact that we are able to work with the Florida High School Athletic Association, the governing body of high school sports here in the state of Florida, for a 3-year contract, obviously we want to do an outstanding job from the school's perspective with the anticipation of future years and future events.
Thank you, Michael. And again, Michael's been very supportive of any events that we put on in Indian River County, and we thank him for his continued support. They'll be an integral part of the volunteer base for this event. I'd also like to tell you that Vero Beach Sports Village is the reason we're here. It's the reason it's in Indian River County and not in Martin or St. Lucie or in any other county in the state of Florida. Vero Beach Sports Village has become a major player when it comes to baseball and now softball. It will be a destination this coming winter and spring for college and high school softball spring training. So we're very pleased that Vero Beach Sports Village has stepped up to the plate and decided that it would be the home for FHSAA for the next 3 years. And I'd like to introduce Craig Callan, Vice President of Operations, to just say a few words about this magnificent facility.
Thank you. First of all, I heard a couple of words from our county commissioner about working together. I've heard it from Michael Stutsky about common good partners. I think that's what it's all about. Without the county and the city working together with Vero Beach Sports Village, that facility that's bringing in this great state softball finals would not happen. Took a lot of work and crossing the lines, nonpartisan, to get it done. And Vero Beach Sports Village is very pleased and proud to have that. We do see that as an integral part of our growth. It's made us very much opened up multi-sport, multi-gender, which is very important to us. And talking about partners and talking about relationships, we have a gentleman over here who I'm jumping the gun on him, but Dale Klaus, who's with Florida High School Sports Athletic Association, Dodgertown, Vero Beach Sports Village, graduate of Dodgertown Elementary. Dale and I go back from the days when we were putting up globes at Dodgertown Elementary and working with the students. So it goes to show you that our roots run deep, and we're extremely pleased to be working with Dale again, who's come down, and of course Rich Nalbandian, who is with Treasure Coast Sports Commission and works with Tom. He also is a Dodgertown Vero Beach Sports Village graduate. So once again, our roots are all over. We enjoy our relationship with the county, the city, Treasure Coast Sports Commission, and it's, as Michael said, it's a win-win.
Thank you, Craig. At this time, I would also like to introduce my Assistant Director, Rich Nalbandian, who will be the event coordinator and working very closely with Dale. I'd like Rich to give you his interpretation of what he expects you to see when these teams come here.
Well, again, thank you everyone for coming today. It's an extreme honor just to be able to work with everybody up here and all the community. I'm so excited. I'm trembling right now. It's so great. I mean, everyone working together is a special thing. That normally doesn't happen in places, and I can tell you everybody was 1,000% behind this and going forward, and excited about bringing 32 of the best teams in the state of Florida here to play and to showcase the facility, and more importantly, showcase our community. Our community is everything to us. We want people to come and see what we have to offer in our county here and to say, wow, this is special, and guess what? We want to come back and visit as a visitor and come back for future tournaments. We have the best facilities here. So it's really opened up the door for what we're doing right now, and we're real excited about it. And I'm humbled to be the event manager of this event, and I'm excited about reaching out to the community and getting people to come out and attend it and just feel a part of this thing, and it's real exciting. So I just want to say thank you, and I'm looking forward to working closely with everyone in the near future. Thank you. Thanks,
Rich. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Dale Klaus from the FHSAA to say a few words.
Yes, thank you all very much, and thank you for attending today. A couple of things from the state level. When we take a look at bids for hosting statewide events that are so massive, we focus on a first-class event for our students, first of all. When Treasure Coast Sports Commission put their bid in, I was excited about it. I'm from Vero Beach. That's not why we're here, but I'm from Vero Beach, and I know everybody at this table. Like Mr. Callan mentioned, we go back many, many, many years. I know what a first-class facility this is. I know our girls from around the state will be treated in a first-class manner, and we'll have, I mean, this is the kind of event that the girls remember for life. And it's important that we do just a first-class operation here. When the committee looked at the bid, you look at the team that Treasure Coast Sports Commission put together is incredible. When you have county administrators and you've got a sports commission as quality as Treasure Coast, and you have a facility, and you've got a school like Sebastian River High that's going to host it, and a facility like Sports Village, you're not going to get any better. So we're very, very excited on behalf of the Florida High School Athletic Association to be coming here in May. So we're very excited. Thank you.
Thank you, Dale. I'd just like to wrap it up with a few comments. We're very excited that this event is coming to Indian River County and Vero Beach. We've hosted many high school championships in other areas, and we're looking forward to this one. It's a brand new facility. It captures what the spirit of what this village is trying to promote, and it's going to offer some of the best softball that you'll ever see in the state of Florida. So again, we're excited that it's coming here, and we hope that it'll come back another 3 years. We have an option for 3 more after the first 3. So at this time, I'll open it up to any questions.
I know with state baseball, the financial package was kind of an issue as far as the amount of gate receipts the FHSAA was hoping to get back. How did that work out for this?
Well, we offered 100% of the gate receipts back for softball. Because of the team that we put together and the costs that were being implemented, it was nowhere near the cost of state baseball. So we were able to put a package together and able to offer the state their 100% ticket revenue.
Can I make a comment on that also? The 100% that we ask all of our venues for and all of our events, that money goes directly back to the students and the schools that attend the event. I think that's very, very important that the money goes back to the students, basically the athletes that participate. So that's important, the travel, the motel, the food, per diem, and all that.
So based on any comparable events, how much revenue are you talking about?
Well, I run golf, and we don't charge at golf. So I don't know. I don't have, I don't have numbers in front of me that can tell you that the difference in that. I know Tom has hosted several events. He might be able to answer that better than I have.
I think softball, they had somewhere around 4,700. It's averaged anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 for the event, and it's $9. So I mean, you figure out the revenue stream.
Yeah, when you talk about attendance, it all depends on who qualifies for the event itself. Right. I mean, if you've got teams that are local, a lot of times you'll get bigger attendance. So yeah, we're averaging 47 to 6,000 a year.
So you're looking at revenue somewhere between 45 and 50,000.
What makes softball less? Is it that it's less expensive to run, or you mentioned the partnerships? Like, is there?
There's a couple of things. In state baseball, the expenses were well over 60,000. I think our take was 32,000, and the high school association got 50% of the ticket sales. But the cost of the stadium, the cost of running the event in digital domain, it was just more expensive. It was at least twice as much of an expense to run baseball, and baseball was 8 days instead of 4, because we weren't running multiple games at the same time on the semis. So it actually took more time, and they had to close the stadium down for a longer period of time. So that's the reason for the difference in the costs.
Well, it's also because, with Treasure Coast Sports Commissions stepping up and the fact that the county built a great facility like this for us to manage, we looked at it as a win for the community. So unlike a tournament that we would run ourselves, or we might even have what we call a plug and play, like this weekend, where we would charge a gate, it was worth it to us to have the state finals for the girls softball come here and for us to defer that type of revenue. So it's good for the community, fills hotel rooms, We'll do fine. We have concessions, but everyone had to give a little to get a lot.
So then are the costs of running it all on Vero Beach Sports Village, or is it shared then? Or-
It's shared costs.
Shared costs, we're working together.
Is it normally a 3-year contract, or is that how you guys are doing it now?
We put the RFP out for softball for a 3-year contract. A lot of our big events, we like to go for 3 years. Because that first year, when you go to a new venue, it's a lot of work. Rich has his hands full with our first year. We're going to be here. I'll be here a lot and to organize that first year. Down at the baseball finals, I mean, it was just smooth running down there because they had run it for so many years, and I mean, everybody, knew exactly what they were doing and how many volunteers you need and practice schedules and all that. So, typically, to answer your question, typically we like to do a 3-year. Some of our other sports we do less. Like our golf contract was a 2-year with a possible 1-year extension, that kind of thing. So.
Were you at Claremont? Did you go to the finals there?
I stopped by there last year for a little bit. We ran out of programs. That's the
Can you
only.
comment just on how this facility compares?
Well, it's different. Claremont had a stadium that was a small stadium that was built in the center of a couple other fields. This format, since we went to 2 games, semifinal games, and we cut the event to a 4-day event, we wanted a complex that had 4 quality fields like you see here at the Sports Village. I mean, you're not going to get any better in these 4, this complex, as far as doing the format that we would like to do this year. So, and this is different for softball, having the semis. And then we're going to declare one field as our championship field, and we're setting up some bleachers in the outfield, make it look like a stadium with the bleachers in the outfield and that kind of thing. So we're real excited about it.
You want to fire away some more, Lon?
Do you have any idea, like, how many hotel rooms you might be able to get out of this, or is there?
I mean, go ahead.
I don't know, but 600, individuals all come in, and, I know from my personal experience and our other family members, they travel well. The mom and dad usually will come, and sometimes grandma and grandpa. And what we really like here in Indian River County is we have a lot of different price point hotels. We have several out there by the interstate that are one price point. Then we have some like Marriott that are near the ocean but not on it, so their prices are kind of moderate. And then we have some really nice, hotels and stuff and on the beach. And then we have a lot of different variety up in North County. You can, if the folks are looking for a resort thing, you have Captain Hiram's, you have Best Western. So there's a lot of different price points. And so when the families do come, they have a lot of options of where they want to stay. And historically, we have seen that these type of events, the hotels are full. And of course, we're having one of our better tourist tax years this year. And I think a lot of it has to do with the sports tourism that we're bringing in. And they travel well. And one of the neat things about having them here at the Quad is we just had a boys tournament, and the 9 and unders and 10 and unders were playing at the Quad fields. And one thing about having 4 games going on simultaneously, there's always some crowd noise going. You can sit here and watch a game here, and there's a lot of dead time in between a pitch or something happening. But on a Quad field, almost every game, it almost is like a constant noise going, and it really just builds the excitement, because you're watching the game and all of a sudden you hear a big roar over there, and what happened there? And you can take a quick look, and so there's a lot of momentum when you have a Quad like that, and it's really just a lot of activity. Just builds the excitement of being there and watching the game. So it's kind of neat.
I think we'll have to see on the first year. Obviously, we've done girls softball hosted events before with travel baseball, and the room nights, depending on the event, we do, I think it's a 60-team tournament, and it's a 3-day event, and we can generate up to 1,200 to 1,500 room nights. But again, we'll have to see, and as Dale said, it depends on who's traveling and what teams are traveling. And that's the other thing, too. We're looking for the local community to come out and watch this. So we're going to promote this heavily. We want the community to come out and experience some of the best softball in the state. And it's exciting softball.
And the timing, or first part of May, I mean, that's starting the distress period for the hotel community and the restaurant. So I think that's a big charge. I'll be a little energizer because they check in on Tuesday night and they're in. It's not just a weekend event, you know. So it makes it a real nice event that people are really going to get excited for and participate. And when it comes down to Rome nights, I mean, there could be projections anywhere from 700 up, depending on which teams come, from what areas, and what kind of following they have at each of the schools. So, I mean, it could really mushroom up if there's a lot of those teams out there, which there are. Girls travel, what we've seen in our, like as Tom has mentioned, in our experiences, they just come in groups. I mean, the commissioners saw that last weekend with the younger boys too. They just bring a whole bunch of people with them. So it's real neat.
So with that 700 to 800 rooms, that you're thinking that many actual hotel rooms occupied for 4 nights, or total?
Total of, yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And the host hotels, the Spring Hill is the host hotel along with Vero Beach Sports Village. The teams in FHSAA will have headquarters at both locations. And then we will have other hotels obviously on the list for the teams and the parents because they all can't stay at these 2 facilities. There's just not enough room.
Tom, I think you'll also have a nice impact in day visitors. I mean, with the teams are scattered throughout Florida. How many counties will be represented?
67.
All 67 counties will be represented. And the format of the tournament really lends itself to competitive interest. What you essentially have is 8 Final Four tournaments. So by the time these teams arrive at the Vero Beach Sports Village, they will already have accomplished a great deal in their season's success. And then the best of the best will play off in 8 separate Final Fours, and 8 separate division champions will be crowned. So it's going to be something, you know, it should generate local interest and interest from our neighboring counties as well for day trips.
Anything else? Well,
Hey, Tom, just a side note, while we have you guys here, right underneath you, we have the SK Wyverns practicing with us now. If you were here this weekend, you would have seen the youth baseball and the Wyverns. So you go from a professional baseball team to the young few players of the future. They woke up this morning at 5 a.m. Because they watched their major league team who trained with us in November and January of last year. So we were their training facility. They're in their World Series. They qualified for the Korean World Series this morning. So multi-sport, but we're real proud that we're able to be kind of like a chameleon. We can switch from one sport to another. And just thought I'd bring that up because you might see some players while you're exiting.
And then just to finalize everything, that this is a premier facility. It is the premier facility on the Treasure Coast. We can promote this facility 365 days out of the year, and it is multi-sport. They've had anything here from professional soccer to professional football to college football to baseball. International teams have been here. Minor League Baseball does their training here for umpires. It's just a great facility, and it is multi-purpose in the best sense, even better than our partners can imagine to the south. It's helping the whole Treasure Coast. It helps us to promote baseball, now softball, and it really is bringing a lot of the teams in spring training that were going to Central Florida and Southwest Florida, and even south of us in Palm Beach, are starting to come here. So we're excited about Vero Beach Sports Village and what it has to offer. Thank you very much for coming.
Mm-hmm.